Good day mga kamasters! In this video, we'll walk through important tax changes. This may soon impact monetizing creators outside of the United States. At alam nating lahat that this tax information can be overwhelming. So I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about the changes and the steps you need to take. Mga tanong natin, what's happening? Kung ikaw ay creator outside US, you may begin to have taxes deducted from your US earning later this year, June 2021. Google has a responsibility under Chapter 3 of the US Internal Revenue Code to collect tax information from all monetizing creators outside of the US, meaning tayong mga creators na hindi taga-US ay magbabayad na ng tax doon sa kita natin from US ads, views, super chats, memberships, stickers, and premiums na galing lahat sa US. So what does this mean to us? All monetized creators will be asked to submit a tax information in AdSense.
Here's how you find it. In AdSense, go to Payments, and then Manage Settings. You'll see an option to manage your U.S. tax information there. You'll be asked a series of questions to determine the appropriate tax form. This online tax form will be available in your selected AdSense language.
Generally, for creators outside of the US, may dalawang form tayo na pagpipilian.
This will be either Form W8BEN, which is typically for individuals, or Form W8BENE, which is typically for businesses. If you're unsure about which forms you need to fill out, you should consult a tax advisor. Note, even if you're paid by an MCN, you will still need to submit your tax info in the AdSense account that's linked to your channel. How much will you be taxed? How much you'll be taxed depends on a few things. It depends on if your valid tax form has been submitted or not, how much your channel earns from US viewers, and if your country has a tax treaty with the US that you've claimed the benefits for. Let's dive into each of these factors. First, is your tax form submitted? Once you submit a valid tax form, you can find your tax withholding rate in the payment section of AdSense. Tax withholding rates are between 0 to 30% depending on your country, and are applied to your monthly U.S. earnings from AdSense. If you want to calculate your U.S. earnings, go to YouTube Analytics and then Advanced Mode. Then select the date range you want to look at. Since you're paid monthly, we suggest setting the date range to look at the month you want to calculate. Then click Geography. From here, add a secondary metric and choose your estimated revenue. From there, find the U.S. in the list of countries below the graph to see your estimated U.S. revenue. For example, if your withholding rate is 30% and you make $200 from the U.S. every month, $60 would be withheld monthly.
And so now, what will happen kung hindi tayo mag-submit ng tax form? So now, ito yung mangyayari kapag hindi tayo nagsasubmit ng ating tax form. If Google does not have tax form from you, by the time these changes go into effect, meaning kung ito'y ipapatupad na talaga, si Google will be required by the law to presume na ikaw ay taga-US. And that presume again that you have an individual account. So this means that automatically, Google AdSense will deduct 24% of your total earnings kahit di pa yan galing sa US na mga views, super chats, memberships, stickers, and YouTube Premium. Yan ang automatic na gagawin ni Google AdSense ang i-deduct ang 24% kahit hindi pa yan galing sa US basta't ikaw ay hindi nakapag-submit ng tax form. So, the earlier you can get your form is the better. Does your country have a tax treaty with the US? You know mga kamasters, some countries have a tax treaty with the US that can potentially reduce the tax withholding rate on your revenue. So if you submit or kung nag-submit ka ng tax info and claim a treaty benefit, your tax rate might be reduced. Example, sa UK and Canada, may be eligible for a tax rate of 0%, while partners in Mexico or Korea may be eligible for a tax rate of 10%. So AdSense will automatically surface the opportunity to claim a treaty benefit if one exists between your country and the US. So now, here's how to apply a US treaty benefit.
To claim a tax treaty benefit, you'll need to provide a non-US tax identification number in the tax identity section of the tax tool in AdSense. This is issued by your local tax authority or government, or in some cases you can provide a US tax identification number like an employer identification number, EIN, or an individual tax identification number, ITIN.
So now, let's have the step-by-step filling up of tax form.
I am showing you how to fill out tax information on Google AdSense. First, log into your Google AdSense. Then you will see this message up here. Click on the Manage Tax Information, then click Add Tax Information. You will be redirected and you will need to log in again. This will then take you here. Select Individual and click Next. Select No if you are not a US resident, then click Next. Select the first one as this is the one for the individual. The other one is for business. Then click Start. Make sure your name is the same as on your tax document. Scroll down and select the country of citizenship. Fill out the foreign TIN or your social security number. If you do not have one, you will be automatically taxed at 24% from your US earnings. Click Next. Fill the permanent residence address and your mailing address. Then move on to the tax treaty. Since UK have a tax treaty, I clicked Yes. Tick this box that you are a resident, then select the country. For the special rates and condition, I selected 0% rate on all three. Note that you will need to provide your TIN number or social security number to claim this. You can double check the information on this PDF. If everything is right, go ahead and confirm and click Next. Read this information and put your full legal name. Select Yes if you are the person listed in the signature. Then click Next. I selected No for the activity and services performed in the US and tick the box. For the status, I selected the second one and ticked the box. Finally, click Submit. This will show on your screen. Depending on which country you are, the treaty may be different. Do check the description box below for more information about the US treaty. After this, you'll receive an email when your tax information is approved.
Ayan, confused pa rin ba mga kamasters? Eto, ibibigay ko na naman ang isang step-by-step on how to apply our tax form. But, wag mag-worry mga kamasters dahil ang US at saka ang Philippines ay may tax treaty. Kaya wag mag-worry mga kamasters dahil isa pang step by step ang ibibigay ko sa inyo upang mas lalo nating maintindihan kung paano natin i-fill up ang ating tax form.
We are sa computer screen ko. So, nasa Google tayo. Click lang natin ang AdSense. Search natin ang AdSense. And eto na siya. Click lang natin ang Google AdSense. And here we are. Click lang natin. Mag-sign in tayo. Okay, nandito na tayo. Then, move natin ang ating cursor sa payments. Click natin ang payments. Then, pwede natin i-click dito sa manage tax info sa taas. Pwede dito sa gitna. At pwede rin dito sa may baba. So, i-click na lang natin itong nasa gitna dahil pulang-pula siya. Okay, so, click lang natin itong add tax info. Okay, add tax info. Then, we are required to log in. So, guys, ang gagawin natin to is mag-fill up tayo ng ating tax info sa Google AdSense natin. At ito na rin natin gagawin yung kung paano i-reduce yung 30% na tax coming from the US earnings. Okay, so ang first question is, anong klaseng account ba to? What type of account? So, individual or non-individual? Definitely individual, then i-click natin yung next. Are you a citizen or resident of the United States? Definitely hindi, so no. But if you are, then kailangan i-check mo yung yes. So, click next. So, next, ang i-click po natin itong W8BEN. This one is most commonly used by non-US individuals and would also be used to claim tax treaty benefits. So, yan po i-click natin. Huwag itong W8ECI. Click natin yung W8BEN. Start with W8BEN form. Yan. Click natin yung country of citizenship. Yan, Philippines. Okay, and then what else? Okay, I think dito na tayo sa next. Click lang natin yung next. Okay, so madali lang naman ito. I-fill out lang naman natin to, yung ating address. And then pag nagawa na natin yon, ang mailing address natin is the same as permanent residence. So, click lang natin ito. Ayan. And then, I think dito na tayo sa baba. Dito sa next. So, dito na tayo sa tax treaty. Huwag niyo pong i-click yung no kasi pag i-click niyo yan, then may impose sa'yo yung 30% withholding tax on earnings sa US. Ang i-click po natin ay itong yes kasi meron pong treaty ang Philippines at ang US. Once na i-click po natin yung country, then malalaman ni Google na merong treaty. Actually, may kopya sila yan eh. So, i-click mo lang yung resident of country. Oops! A foreign TIN is required. Hindi ko pala nalagyan ng TIN number ko. So, back muna tayo. So, fill upan ko lang to ng TIN number ko. Guys, kinakailangan may TIN kayo ha. Okay, pag na-fill upan mo na, click mo lang yung next. Okay, so balik tayo dito. Ito yung mga special rates and condition pag nag-claim sa treaty. Yan, sa services. Tignan nyo guys ha. Article 8 and paragraph 1. Ang agreement sa treaty ay 0%. Wow! Salamat sa Philippine government. Sa motion picture, ang agreement is sa treaty is Article 13 and paragraph 2A. Reduce 15% instead of 30%. Na i-certify lang natin. And then dito, other copyrights. Then, Article 13 and paragraph 2A. Then, reduce to 15%. Then, of course, click lang natin yung box. And then, next. Okay, so, ito yung mga document preview, mga forms. So, i-confirm lang natin. And then, click next. Make sure to download mo yung document na yan. Importante. Then, dito, yung signature mo lang. Just type out your name. And then sa baba niyan, tinatanong lang naman, are you the person listed in the signature section? Of course. So, i-click mo lang yung yes. And then, next. Okay, so dito, okay, click mo lang tong no. And then, i-certify mo. Basahin nyo na lang po. Pero no yan dahil tayo hindi nakatira sa US. And dito naman sa baba, ako po kasi nag-earn na sa YouTube. So, I am providing tax info for an existing payment profile that has previously received payments. So, click ko lang yan, certify ko lang, and then submit. So, automatically, na-receive ko sa aking Gmail yung Google Payments. Okay, so na-approve na. Your tax information has been approved. Tingnan natin. So, guys, tingnan nyo to ha. Dun sa tax forms and withholding rates. Dun sa motion picture and TV, instead na 30%, 15% na lang. Then sa other copyright, instead na 30%, 15% na lang. At sa services, 0%. Kasi guys, meron tayong tax treaty with the US. Eto, pakita ko sa inyo. Going back dun sa email ni YouTube regarding tax taxes, then makikita nyo rito sa paragraph 4, for creators outside of the US, we will soon be updating our terms of service where your earnings from YouTube will be considered royalties from a US tax perspective. Tandaan po natin yung word na royalties. Now, meron ba tayong tax treaty sa US? Yes, meron tayo. Kaya eto, papakita ko sa inyo, may copy ako. Eto po yun, tingnan nyo po, Article 13, royalties. Then, tingnan nyo po sa Article 13 sa 2A. Yan, sa 2A sabi niya, however, the tax imposed by that other contracting state shall not exceed, in the case of the United States, 15% of the gross amount of the royalties. Tandaan niyo po yan na Articles 13 2A. Yan rin po yung nakita niyo nung nag-fill out ako. Ito yon, yung motion picture and TV, YouTube, Google Play, article and paragraph. Alam ni Google, ayun o, Article 13 and paragraph 2A. So, kino-quote niya yung treaty natin na ang withholding rate is 15%.
So, gets nyo na ba mga kamasters? Kung may mga tanong po kayo at di pa kayo mga Masters VIP ko, join my button na and tutulungan ko kayo. Don't forget to like and subscribe!